Alright guys, we should be getting underway any moment now. We are just waiting on one player to join up into the lobby, and then we'll be getting started. If he doesn't join up, both teams have agreed to play a 5v6. Now, fortunately, it's not the best condition in the world, guys, but it's just a situation where it's early on in the tournament, so I want to make sure that we get you guys some games to watch. Of course, all the other 64 rounds have started. I was able to get into this because of the Russian caster outbreak, which shout out to him. Awesome guy. He's been really cool guy to... really cool guy to work with and talk to on a lot of stuff, and helped me out quite a bit along the way. So we're in this lobby. We are going to be waiting. Hopefully that last player does join up, but worst case scenario, guys, is we get started in, well, for you guys it'll be about 2 minutes from when I say this because of the delay, but about 2 minutes from when you're hearing this is when we'll be starting, no matter what. But outside of that, guys, after this we'll be getting into the round of 32. I'll go ahead and pull up the bracket for you guys again. I already did a little bit of the bracket talk, so I'll go ahead and truncate it for now. But we'll see if any of the matches have played out. Go ahead and remove this for now. Production value, right, guys? Okay, so it looks like not much has moved on at all. Yeah, it doesn't look like... It looks like the one match, Endurance Gaming, has taken out Default. So they'll be moving on. We're, of course, watching down here at the bottom, Resurrection versus Yolo. And, actually, I want to change something for you guys so you don't go insane. I know it bugs me when I see mouse cursors. I'm like, oh, mouse cursor, that's my... No, it's not. And then you start trying to move it, and you're like, oh, no, no. Anyways, Choke should most likely be playing, or Choke will be playing the winner of Resurrection versus Yolo. Most likely, I imagine we'll see, though, based on this game, whether or not it'll be one of these two teams or Choke going on. But personally, based on what I've seen, I also slightly vested. Choke's a great group of guys. Chips, especially, they're always shouting me out on Twitter. Cool guy. But outside of that, I mean, we'll see. They've been performing very well. They did really well yesterday in the Ghost 2 Gamers. They did end up dropping to, it was We United, but they had a very strong performance against We United. I was very impressed by their performance against them, so excited to see how that ends up working out. We'll see how that goes for them. And again, towards the top of the bracket, I think is when we get a little bit more of the denser competition, if you want to look at that. The bracket is a little bit more consolidated. Click Effect, B-Fly, Pretz, and Overwatch Kings, as well as Same, are actually all in the same bracket. So that's going to be an exciting bracket, guys. We'll go ahead and close that out so I can check on the chat. But we should be getting underway in just a moment, guys. It's about 2 minutes away from the forced start time. I'm going to go ahead and do this, and that'll pull up a nice little lobby for you guys, so you guys can go ahead and see what's going on. You guys can go ahead and see that we are only missing one player, and then we'll be right underway into the lobby, or into the game, into the action. It looks like we'll be starting with Kings Row. And it is going to be best of one to start this out, of course. Round of 64, round of 32, round of 16 are all best of ones, so all the way up until quarterfinals. And then at quarterfinals, we start the best of threes. Semifinals, this is as well a best of three. And then the finals is a best of five. Again, these teams are playing for 150 euro. The winner takes home 150 euro, as well as it's winner take all, as well as 100 points into the next cup. And actually, we can go ahead and do some fun stuff here. Let's see if my capture ends up working, actually, since we are going to be waiting a little bit longer. Let's see if the capture lines up. It does. So actually, you guys can go ahead and see here. Here's the current standings for this cup. And Too Strong already very comfortably in first place. No surprise there. Of course, Too Strong has been one of the better teams in the European scene. Melty Esport Club might be getting knocked out, though, and not being able to play for the 900 euro. It would require a world where other team ends up doing well, but they're not here today. Pretz, I imagine they will be doing well, so they'll probably get up there. And a Click Effect, I imagine, of course, they knocked out Northern Gaming Blue, or, Northern Gaming Blue. But, rip, unfortunately. But outside of that, they did knock them out when they were under that sponsor, and now, so we'll see. We will see. Bikini Beach Esports, SG1, Deathmatch Gang, they're all solidified. Pleb Team, I don't think they're playing today, and it looks like, oh, we are into the action. I was just not paying attention. So we're going to be right into the action, guys. I'll go ahead and click this, and be clicking this. Oops, that's not what I want. I want this, and then I want to mess with this. So I'm hoping that this is still that, and it is. And then this needs to be Yolo. So it is going to be a best of one, guys. We'll be right into this game here. Again, Resurrection versus the side of, let me make sure that I got it right. Yep, what do you know? I got it right. So we'll be getting right into this game, guys. We'll be using stopwatch for the payload maps. And of course, we'll be starting with the introductions, then we'll be getting right into the games. Do let me know any thoughts or suggestions with the stream, with the feedback, anything of that nature. You guys do let me know. That is the best way for me to improve it. And it looks like all the players did end up showing up, so we have a full match ahead of us, guys. This is going to be exciting. Well, a full best of one. We'll see who ends up taking it here on King's Row to go on to play Choke Overwatch. Moss going to be picking up a Reaper for the defense. Nana over here on a Soldier. We have Sonatic on a Mercy. Juke's going to be picking up the Mei. We have Woot on a Roadhog. And last but not least, of course, is the Reinhardt player. And it's going to be crazy picking up a Reinhardt for his defensive team. Over here for the side of the offense, for the side of Yolo, as I get my, excuse the typing, guys, I do need to get my stopwatch pulled up for you guys so I can make sure I time it and bring you guys up all that production. But Yakir going to be picking up the offensive Genji. We have Tovala going to be picking up going to be picking up the Zarya. We have Crazy Genius on a McCree. We'll see if he's a crazy genius at aiming. Timmy Arsid going to be picking up a Zenyatta. RaptorZ going to be picking up a Lucio, and Doe going to be picking up a Reinhardt. So offense already through the lobby, and okay, anyway, it looks like we're good to go. There's going to be a Mei wall that doesn't end up doing too much. They don't capitalize on it. It looks like the Roadhog or the Reinhardt was isolated, but they weren't able to get the kill on him. Rest of the team was able to support him, and now we'll see what they end up doing here as they're setting up into hotel. Reinhardt going through. A few other players falling behind him, and Moss. They found Moss. Moss didn't react in time. Okay, there we go. He does. And Moss is going to be going for the shots, but I'm not sure exactly. I don't think that we can go back to lobby considering the situation. It is already, unfortunately, it's a start time situation. Wait, but which team was missing a player? That's the problem. I don't exactly recall which team was missing a player, but so, sorry guys, just wanted to make sure that the players are, it's a situation where I want to make sure that the players are at least understanding of what's going on so that they do have some direction, they don't feel like they're doing nothing. As, it is just a situation where Blizzard needs to add a little bit more functionality to the spectating client, but it looks like Moss is going to end up getting that kills. The defense down one player is still playing very strong right now. I gotta say, Moss looking very good here on this Reaper, getting a lot of kills for his team. Of course, the Mei is helping out quite a bit, but there's going to be the death boss. He finally channeled. We'll see how many kills he ends up getting. 2. Make it Doe and Yakir are going to end up going down to that, and the Mei, of course, helping out with that ice walling targets. Now, Mei, again, it's one of those heroes that personally I don't feel that comfortable with seeing in a lot of ways, because Mei can do a lot of bad things for your team, unfortunately. But when you execute it like this, she can end up doing a lot for your team. Now, what the problem is that at the higher levels, as you see the Zenyatta or Genji is going to end up channeling that blade, looking for some kills and actually combo up the Dragon Blade with a. It doesn't really matter, he ends up going down, but with that Transcendence can do quite a bit of damage. Or Shatter into charge, Doe's going to end up getting himself a kill, and so does Crazy Genius, so maybe the defense may be falling apart a little bit here, but there's the Resurrection coming out from Sonatic, bringing up a few members, but Moss going to end up getting a kill or 2. Ends up going down in the end, though, to Timmy, as Timmy is going off right now on that Zenyatta. Will we see the Soldier end up using the sights? It looks like he will. A questionable decision. I imagine this means he's going to want to switch after this, but we'll find out in just a moment here, as he's going to be respawning. But my point is, what I wanted to say, guys, is that Mei is one of those heroes that can backfire for you, but also at the top level, the reason you don't see Mei that much is because she can just kind of get surrounded, and yeah, it's great to ice wall, but when the entire team's coordinated and they're all speed boosting through, as Yakir ends up going down to said Mei, and there's a good ice wall. No, doesn't end up blocking anyone, unfortunately, but looks like it does stall up some time as Mei isn't able to see the targets that she blocked up. But the point is that if you're a top level team with good coordination, you can just speed boost through, right? You just say, we're gonna go, you speed boost through, and you lead through with the targets that can't get over the wall, and you have the targets in the back that can get through the wall, such as the Genji, other targets like that, and then the wall really doesn't do anything, right? There's gonna be a Graviton Surge hitting on 3 if they can get the Mercy. That would be huge, and it looks like they might be able to here, as they end up taking out Sonatic and Nana, both end up going down. We're going to have 1 kill, big time, and looks like there's going to be a bubble going out. Getting onto that Genji. Mei trying to fight it out best she can, but Mjukes is going to end up going down here to the Zarya left click. And, well, left click spam, as well as a decent right click, going to be able to take her out, and that's going to be that. Offense moving through pretty quickly, 3:11 left on the clock here, and they have gotten themselves some momentum. Of course, the defense is down a player, but nonetheless, they have been performing decently. Time on the clock for stopwatch is 4 minutes, so they have been pushing quite quickly, but again, It's definitely a situation where it feels like the defensive team is probably slightly better of a team overall, experience-wise, play-wise. They are down a player and still performing in the position that they are at a 4-minute time, so we'll see if it continues, though. Deflect from Genji, going to be doing a lot of damage to Reaper. Of course, that's him hitting himself. Why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself, Reaper? That's what Genjis love to say to people. There's going to be a Bastion doing a fair bit of damage, but he ends up going down to a Genji. Not the best decision, in my opinion, going for a Bastion in a situation where you're dealing with a Genji, but they are going to just go ahead and use the Resurrection to bring up the Bastion. He's just going to get charged and absolutely cleaned up. There's going to be Moss channeling the Death Blossom. He ends up getting no kills as Doe gets himself a double kill Sonatic, and looks like Mujik's going down as Woot himself is going to go down as well, and now Nana's the only one left alive. He does have a Barrage. Let's see if he ends up using it here. I imagine he has to. So of course he's going to end up dying in just a second. He's going to blast everyone away, but will end up falling, and that's going to be the point, guys. We'll go ahead and start the stopwatch.
Score 0-3. Switching sides.
Okay, well, it looks like that's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. Oh, Dyrus. Unfortunately, guys, that's really unfortunate. So it looks like this is going to be the end of this game. So, yeah. GG's. So unfortunately, it happens. Yeah. Nana understands. So good sport for him. Gotta definitely give that a shout out. Of course, sportsmanship is something that is not something that you just like immediately take on to. So actually, we're not going to need that screen. We are going to need this screen here, so we'll be switching over, guys. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. I really don't know what else to say in this situation, as that was really annoying. It just showed up a black screen on your guys' thing. That's not exactly at all what we wanted. Classic OBS just messing with everything on me. Okay, guys, I need to give me a quick second here as I fix up the bracket screen capture, as now it should be all good to go. There we go. We'll be going over to the bracket here, as I want to go to this cup, and we'll be going to the bracket, showing you guys what's going to be going on here. We will be getting into the next game in just a moment, but the bracket already has advanced along. Choke Overwatch will be playing, I believe it was Yolo Gaming that was the winner. Resurrection, unfortunately, was the team that had to DC. Over at the top, the game we were watching, it looks like Mustache and Monocle ended up winning, so we'll be seeing them play against Click Effect. Again, I'm excited to watch that match. We'll see what ends up happening with that, as far as the actual what do you call it? The winner going on in the round of 16. I imagine it'll be Click Effect, but Mustache Monocle, unknown team. Overwatch Kings still along their way. They're going to be playing a Grow Up Gaming. So lots of action, guys. We'll be staying here with Choke Overwatch and the winner of YOLO Gaming. Then we'll probably be bouncing around the bracket to what look like to be the matches, quote unquote, worth watching, more exciting matches, the matches that'll give you guys the best Overwatch action to enjoy on your Saturday afternoon / Saturday morning, wherever you are in the world. But on that note, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be giving it to a quick break, and then I'll be getting into a next match. You guys are watching the ESL Go4 Overwatch Cup number 8, and if you guys would like to have more information about this stuff, you guys can follow right here in the center of your screen at ESL Overwatch on Twitter. That's where you're going to want to follow to get more ESL Overwatch action, as well with the ESL Atlantic Showdown that's going to be coming up. You guys can find more information there. In addition to that, if you guys enjoy the commentary casting that is provided so far, of course there's not much, there will be a lot more. You can follow my channel at RaptorZOW, or follow my Twitter at RaptorZOW. Definitely follow the channel down below, because all the casting I do for this for ESL on this channel will be here, as well as you guys can check out my YouTube linked down below. All VODs from all my casts that are casted here are linked there, as well as other casts that request me to upload the VODs, such as the battle, and then of course my YouTube series Strat Watch, and I'm started a new one, Patch Watch, just a Patch Watch analysis series. Nothing too exciting there, but definitely going to be getting on more Strat Watch here soon. But as it stands, guys, all my VODs, all my stuff so far is up there. You guys can check it out there. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for tuning in, and definitely get out on social media and let people know this is going on. We have more action to be coming for you guys in just a moment. This is the ESL Go4 Overwatch EU Cup number 8, the last cup of July, the last chance for teams to make it into the monthly finals for €900.